This is MVR Auto, and today we are looking at something that sits in a very specific, very unapologetic corner of the automotive world, the 2026 Keyvani Rolls Royce Spectre. Before we go any further, let's be clear about what this car is and what it is not. This is not a mass-market, luxury EV. This is not a performance benchmark meant to chase lap times. This is a statement piece built on excess, craftsmanship, and controlled power, taken a step further by Keyvani for people who think a standard Rolls-Royce is still too subtle. From the outside, the first thing you notice is scale and presence. The Spectre already has an enormous footprint, and the Keyvani treatment exaggerates that deliberately. The front fascia is more aggressive without looking cheap, which is where most aftermarket luxury builds fail. The grille remains unmistakably Rolls-Royce, wide and authoritative, but the surrounding details are sharper, darker, and more imposing. This car does not try to look sporty in a childish way. It looks dominant. The spirit of ecstasy still stands proudly at the front. But in this configuration, it feels more like a warning than a decoration. The bodywork is where Keyvani really flexes. Wider arches give the car a planted, almost brutal stance, especially when viewed from the rear three-quarter angle. The carbon fiber elements are not there for weight savings in any meaningful performance sense, let's be honest. They are there because carbon fiber communicates money, technology, and exclusivity. And that is exactly what the target buyer wants to signal. The hood, side skirts, diffuser, and aerodynamic accents are sculpted with precision, not over-designed, and that restraint is important. One wrong line on a car like this would turn it into a parody. Keyvani avoids that. The wheels deserve special attention. They are massive, multi-spoke, and purposefully complex. Polished, darkened, or fully blacked out depending on the configuration, they fill the arches perfectly and make the Spectre look even, longer and lower than it already is. Combined with a slightly lowered stance, the car looks like it is pressing itself into the road. It doesn't look fast in a supercar sense. It looks inevitable, like it will get wherever it's going without needing to rush. Lighting is another area where the Spectre shines, literally. The LED signature is crisp, modern, and unmistakably premium. At night, this car does not need engine noise to announce itself. The way it reflects light, especially with darker exterior colors, makes it stand out without screaming. Rolls-Royce understands that real luxury does not need exaggeration, and Keyvani respects that philosophy while adding just enough edge. Now let's talk performance, because this is where many people misunderstand the Spectre. This is a fully electric Rolls-Royce, and no, it is not slow. The dual-motor setup delivers instant torque in a way that suits the car's personality perfectly. Acceleration is smooth, relentless, and completely drama-free. There is no engine sound, no gear changes, no theatrics. You press the pedal, and the world starts moving backward in near silence. That is the point. This car is not trying to excite you. It is trying to dominate motion itself. The weight is significant, and you feel it if you push the car hard through corners, but Rolls-Royce never intended this to be driven like a sports coupe. The suspension isolates you from imperfections in the road with eerie effectiveness. Even at higher speeds, the car remains stable, composed, and calm. The steering is light, but precise enough for confident highway driving. This is a car designed for long, effortless journeys where speed builds without stress. Range and charging are what you would expect from a flagship electric luxury coupe. It is engineered for owners who charge at home, in private garages, not at public fast chargers. This is not an EV built around infrastructure anxiety. It assumes convenience, privacy, and planning. If that sounds out of touch, that's because it is intentionally so. Inside will keep it short, because the interior of a Rolls-Royce is exactly what you think it is. The materials are absurdly good. Leather, metal, wood, and bespoke details are executed at a level most brands simply cannot reach. The dashboard design blends traditional Rolls-Royce elegance with modern, digital displays without feeling forced. The famous starlight elements remind you that this brand understands atmosphere better than almost anyone else. Space in the rear is acceptable for a coupe, but let's not pretend this is a chauffeur car. This is a personal luxury statement. The seats are designed for comfort, not lateral support. And that is consistent with the car's mission. Everything you touch feels intentional and expensive, because it is. Now, price. This is where reality separates from fantasy. A standard Spectre already sits at a level most people will never reach. The Keyvani version pushes that even further. By the time customization, exterior upgrades, and bespoke options are factored in, you are comfortably well into the territory where price stops mattering to the buyer. This is not a value proposition. This is an expression of taste, power, and individuality for a very small group of people. Here's the honest takeaway. The 2026 Keyvani Rolls Royce Spectre is not for enthusiasts chasing driving thrills, and it does not care if you think it should be. It is for individuals who want absolute comfort, silent authority, and visual dominance, wrapped in a modern electric platform. It succeeds because it knows exactly what it is and refuses to compromise. If you are watching this expecting supercar aggression or futuristic gimmicks, you are missing the point. This car is about control, presence, and effortlessness, and in that lane it is brutally effective. This is MVR Auto. If you value real automotive analysis over hype, you already know what to do.